I really appreciate more and more people now really showing a sense of concern of world environment. Ultimately, this is water. This is the basis of our life. I don't think next few centuries, I think water, I think remain. So like myself, maybe selfish. After a few centuries, world may become dry, but that no worry for me. I think we really have the responsibility to keep these big river. In that respect, Tibet, most of the big river come from Tibet, as I mentioned. River which go China, Yellow River, Marbe. Oh, Yellow River, and Mekong, Vietnam, this area. Then Brahmaputra, now here. So within my lifetime, in Lhasa area, annually, winter on this mountain surrounding Lhasa, more snow. Then, year by year, less and less. So the other day, I mentioned, now we already have the technology, sea water translate sweet water. Oh, now, I think firstly, the Arab, this big sand, and India also, some area dry. So we have technology. This technology use the sea water, transform sweet water. We already have the technology. So then, many of Indian sort of desert can be cultivated, Greenland, and South Arabia. This big area, you see, can be cultivated, Greenland. So, next few decades, few centuries, I think we can keep. But meantime, we human beings should have awareness that one of our responsibility is to keep this water, this big river. Previously, we simply felt water just use, no responsibility to keep these big river. So now, through education, and people should keep awareness we also have the responsibility to keep this pure river. And then also, you see, those countries surrounded with sea water, we have to utilize modern technology, the sea water transform, as I mentioned earlier.
Desalination. Desalination.
Oh. So now, in the past, we almost feel guarantee. Now thinking, now the reality, these water now gradually reduce. So we have responsibility to develop a certain sort of concern how to preserve. And then Tibet, the location, as I already mentioned, major river which cover whole Asia come from Tibet. So we need at least some idea. Eventually, we may face scarcity of these pure water. So how to preserve? So I really appreciate now a group of people here now thinking, preserve this pure water. Wonderful. In a way, there's truly compassionate work. I always practice compassion, but in practical level, I have no concern. These big water, I already 87 years old. And then another 10, 15 years, then my life ends. So no concern. But our future generation, whatever way to preserve this water, pure water, that's our responsibility. Eventually, this world become desert. Then, from heaven or from some other, like Mars planet, so far this world, blue planet, very beautiful. Now gradually, white planet, no water. Without water, we living being cannot survive. And many birds, many animals, the final time come, say goodbye to this world. I think at least next few centuries, I think we can keep our planet blue, beautiful planet. At the meantime, our younger generation, I think important to know the preservation of forest and these sort of environment. And I think Tibetan, we should educate. Now our responsibility to preserve these pure water, river. So I often, you see, express without water we can't survive. So some Indian friend, you see, we should cultivate more trees in whole northern India. Karsa Bohuna survey. Actually, he gave me one responsibility. Whenever we visit northern India, you should tell people more forest. Try to less cutting trees. So I fulfill his sort of kasoda. One responsibility he gave me. So I try my best. So now here, people special concern about environment. Now, our coming generation, or younger generation, should know the limitation of this water gradually. So we have the responsibility to keep this pure and kasota. Like that. So now, our younger generation, now we should also show them our responsibility to preserve water. And mainly in the future, in Tibet, should keep this water, this snow land. As far as we can do, we should do. And beyond our control, then we cannot do anything. Our generation should think more. And then our younger generation educate these things and pay more attention.